Hey everyone, I am pleased to welcome Arelis from Boston, Massachusetts, who has lost 120 pounds. Now she's a mom, a wife, and a caregiver to her parents, and as a first generation Dominican American, culturally food is her life. Mainly rice and beans, and of course all those other delicious things. By the time Arelis was in college, she had tried everything under the sun to lose weight, from gyms, boot camps, pills, Dominican home remedies, teas and powders, and weight loss programs times 7. Her journey has brought her to a new mindset, self-awareness, and amazing connections. And she wouldn't trade her journey for the world. Welcome, Arelis.
Hi, Daryl. How are you?
I'm so happy you're with us.
Me too.
Now, today, you're going to talk a little bit about your journey, of course, and how it relates to mindset, culture, and connection. Very excited. I want to hear your story. I know a little bit about your story, but tell us some more.
Thank you so much for having me today, Daryl. Thank you for that awesome introduction. As you said, I am a mom, a caregiver, a friend, an employee. We have many roles. I am from Boston. I had weight loss surgery back in June of 2020, and this transformation through this journey has been one amazing ride. And so today I want to talk a little bit about the fact that my mindfulness, my culture, my connection have been 3 major, highlights of this journey to get me through the last 2 years. And so I hope to share a little bit about my story within those topics today.
Awesome. And you know what? I've been following you on Instagram and your photos are like, wow.
Thank you.
I mean, we all like to see these before and after photos.
Yep.
You're inspiring. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Now, what I'm really interested to hear about first, if you don't mind, is culture.
Yes.
Because we've all got culture, and food is culture. It keeps us together. It binds us together. What does that mean to you? What did that look like?
I mean, as you had explained in my introduction, I am first generation Dominican. My mom migrated from Dominican Republic to here in Boston, Massachusetts, and I'm an only child, so it was just me and her. And so she was definitely a hard worker, but always made sure that food was on the table. And so the rice, the beans, the platanos, just all of it, and including even outside our culture, we have family that are Guatemalans, Mexicans. So it expanded, not it just even within, and always how do I say portions was huge. And so through my journey, realizing this now, we surrounded ourselves with food, and so now 40 something years later, I don't deprive myself. I did lose 120 pounds, but it wasn't depriving myself of anything within my culture. Awesome. I had to share with my family that I'm not going to stop eating our food because I definitely don't want to deprive myself, but I'm definitely going to within, how do I say, just within reason, within reason, without depriving.
Right. Because it's not an all or nothing thing.
Correct.
It's about still enjoying life and enjoying family. And, we have birthday parties and all these occasions that bind us together as culture and as family.
Yes.
And it's important to be a part of that and not be outside somewhere in the peripheral going, I wished I was.
Yes. Yes, but more included. I'm within. I'm included. I get my plate. I get a little bit of every tray.
Yeah.
And not feel isolated, but still included within. Yes.
Yeah. Because food is a big part of culture, right?
Yes. And I have a daughter. I'm a mother. I'm a wife, and that's something that I still want to instill in her.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So how did mindset come into all this? Because obviously you struggled for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, right into your college days, you tried everything under the sun.
Everything.
Nothing worked.
No.
What was that moment where all of a sudden, wow, I need to do something different?
Well, like you said earlier in my introduction, I did experience a few miscarriages. And so through college, I tried everything. I got married. We tried everything. And so once I had lost so many losses, and we did have one blessing. I have a beautiful daughter who's 9 years old. We were blessed with her, and then we continued trying again, and it was almost like defeated. I almost felt defeated, and I said, something switched to me and said, you know what, this is how it was supposed to be. Now it's my turn.
Right.
Now it's about myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so through this journey, these last 2 years, I use my 4 selves: awareness, self-love, self-worth, and self-care.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And so those are my 4 selves that I remind myself every single day to make sure.
And you know what? We all need that why in our life,
Yeah.
whether it's our children, our grandchildren. And what I've found in talking to so many people is there's so many amazing mothers out there who literally sacrifice their life for their family by ignoring their own health and their own well-being.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But the thing is our kids and our grandchildren want us to be around for them.
Mm-hmm.
So by us looking at ourselves and saying, hey, we need to start taking care of ourselves.
Yes.
For me, but not just for me, I'm doing it for them too.
Right. And that's what I say. I need to be good so I can be good for you. If I'm not well and if I'm not doing good, there's no way I can be good for you.
Yeah.
I have to come first in order to be able to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But mindset isn't just a thing you turn on and
no,
it's there.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a process.
It's a process.
It's a process.
Yes.
So how did that process start for you? What did that look like?
Oh, geez. Just identifying. I ask myself, and not every day, like you said, is easy. Every day is not easy. But I ask myself, how am I going to determine today? There are some tough days. There are some sad days. There are some anxious days. But I've learned that I decide how I'm going to move forward each day with those feelings and identifying.
Yeah.
And so there are days that I sit in my feelings. I use that phrase a lot. Sit in your feelings, process, identify, and then choose how you want to move forward for the day.
Yeah. And you know what? I mean, I've lost 200 pounds.
Yes.
And I like what you say because, hey, there's days I sit in my feelings too. I hate to say it, but it's true.
It's true.
Right?
But when you get over that hump, Daryl, it's such a relief. It's growth. I call it growth when you get that aha moment or that sense of relief of like, today's going to be a good day. It's because you did that growth yesterday.
Exactly. And I'm sure your whole family are so happy for you.
Yeah. Yes.
That's awesome. Your husband, your daughter.
Oh, my daughter's very proud. Very, very proud.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
So you did mention also connection.
Yes.
What does that look like to you?
Well, I in the last 2 years, like I said, through my journey, knowing that this whole community existed, and it was, everyone's on a different journey. So it was very eye-opening for me to see how large of a transformation journey community there was out here. And so for me, I found motivation, support, inspiration. I mean, these are words I wasn't using, Daryl, before my transformation. I can honestly say I was never using not any of those 3 words in my vocabulary.
Would you say that pre-college or whenever you did all of these, these powders and teas and the myriad of weight loss solutions, did you basically do that or try to do that on your own for the most part?
Yes.
Without support?
Yes. I mean, sure, these, facilities that help you lose weight have of some sort of support, but nothing like now. Not what I've experienced now with support. You go to the stores and buy these things, these teas and these pills and, these boot camps where people are yelling in your face, and that's what you thought was support. That's what I thought was support.
Right.
But
so what is support? What does it look like? I mean, we're talking good quality support.
Right. Good quality support. Yes. I mean, what I feel is support is when I reach out to people. I check in on people. I make, I ask. I've learned that asking someone how was your day today goes so far.
Right.
So far. At 40, at almost 42 years old, I'm learning that now. And so to me, when I give that out to people, I get that back in return. And to me, that is my support. So
Oh,
when
that's
I
amazing.
reach out and say, good job, you're doing great, how are you feeling today? How did
Yeah.
your day go today? And then I get that back, it's like a cycle of support for me.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I think that gets our, what's the word, endorphins?
Yeah.
Or it's like, I'm going to do this more.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
talk
true.
about that in terms of there's different ways of rewarding ourselves, and one thing that I do, and people hear it all the time, is I have MyFitnessPal on my phone. I've gamified putting my food in.
Yes.
So if I don't do it, it's like I don't get that rush of having done it. It's weird, but for me, it's been a big success because I can go back just over 3 years now and see exactly where I'm moving around, what the values of my food are, and everything.
And how rewarding is that? It's so rewarding.
Exactly.
It is so
It
rewarding.
is.
Yeah.
And you just did this, right? I mean, MyFitnessPal
Daryl,
or
accountability. This goes under my connections. This is accountability. I connect with people. I do challenges with people. It's motivation.
it's motivation.
It keeps me accountable.
Yeah.
And it's not about winning and it's not about losing. It's we encourage each other. Ooh, you were so fast today. I can't wait to. It's just, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And my goal isn't necessarily yours.
Right. Yes.
Like when I started my journey, my nutritionalist said, okay, I want you to start walking. I'm like, oh, really? When you're like 400 pounds, all you want to hear about is walking to the fridge and back.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Nothing more than that.
Right.
You want me to walk? Are you kidding? And of course, there's a lot of people out there that have, bad knees and hips and right. But she said, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. She said, how many steps did you do today? Do an extra 100 steps tomorrow, or not even that much, 50 steps.
Yep.
So then I'd set my watch. I'd go, okay, what's my goal today? And I've got an Apple, not an Apple, but it's a Samsung watch now. It doesn't do the same thing as my MyFitnessPal did, but
right.
When I hit my goal, all of a sudden they go, bzz, and you'd see it.
Yes.
Doing the
and how
the
rewarding
fireworks.
Is that? Yes.
It's like, oh, cool, yes, And then as I got more used to that, I'd up it a little.
Yep.
Now I'm at 6,000.
Now you're challenging yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Works, folks. It works. It really does.
And consistency, Daryl. Just hearing what you just said, as you see the process, you know what that is? Consistency, because you've started then and you're still going. And now you have all that history because you've been staying consistent.
So, question. When you're having that day of, what did you call it again?
In your feelings.
Exactly. Sitting in your feelings day. What do you do to motivate yourself to kind of kick yourself out of that, to get back on track? I mean, we all fall off the horse, but we got to get back on.
Yeah, one thing I've learned through this transformation is positive self-talk.
Right.
I really, at first I was like, what are you talking about? Trying to talk myself out of something. What is that? And now, again, within the last almost 2 years, I have to pause. You have to pause and breathe. You need to really find words and evaluate your feelings and identify them. Am I mad? Am I sad? Get out of that space. Is today the day that you need to sit in that space? I ask myself questions and then of course just remember how far you've come. Like small wins go a long way, and I did not know that. Everything always had to be extravagant. I lost 30 pounds on my pills for 3 months. That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
Where today it's like, I got up, I already had my coffee, I had my lunch. Everyone's content. Everyone is off to work and school, and it's going to be a great day. You have to believe your positive talk as well. Yeah. I use my vision board. I have a lot of phrases on my vision board. Yeah. And affirmations. There are so many apps. I know
Right.
we talked about our watches. There's an app that connects to your watch. It reminds you as many times as you want, called I Am Affirmations. I set it for I think every 3 hours to send me an affirmation. And I pause
Oh, that's
wherever I
cool.
am. Yep, wherever I am, I pause and I read it.
I don't even have that. I'm going to have to look that up.
Yeah. I Am Affirmations. Yep.
I Am Affirmations. That is
Yeah.
sweet.
So
Awesome.
that's a few things that I use to kind of push myself on those days. And sometimes I do Daryl sit in them and I cry and it's a terrible day. You find your supports, but you get through it because the next day you reflect on the growth that you did yesterday for today.
Yeah, exactly. Because the reality is I mean, you talked about having bariatric surgery.
Yeah.
I've connected with a lot of people who have. I've had that myself. And, I'm almost 3 years post-op. And the reality is once you hit your sweet spot and your metabolism kicks in, you're back to the battle of the balls just like anyone else.
Yeah.
Right? It's only a tool to get you quicker to where you need to go. Because some people, the alternative is death.
Yes.
Diabetes, whatever.
Yes.
That's not cool.
Mm-mm.
So it's not over, right? So Christmas time, I gained a bit. Oh my goodness. But I'm back down.
Good.
But then I checked the scale and I'm back up half a pound. And then it's life.
Yes.
Folks. I mean, it's the rest of our life.
Journey. Yes.
Exactly. So really it's about mindset. It's about building tools and a support system that works for you because we're all different.
Yes. Yes. This is what works for me. Right. Yes. These are tools.
Exactly.
For sure.
Exactly. I think also the power of community is you get to hang out with people that are in the same boat.
Yes.
Been there, done that.
Can relate.
They get to share what worked for them. They relate. Absolutely. They can share things that worked for them that you might go, you know what? Well, that didn't work. But you just said something that I didn't know about. Like you were just talking about that affirmation thing. I didn't know about that till now. Yeah. I wouldn't know that unless I connect with people.
Right.
Like you.
Right.
And so we all add to each other's lives.
We do.
And it's wonderful. So, you know what? I tell people, don't suffer in silence.
Yeah.
There's a community out there for you.
Yes.
That might not be my community, but it might be the community that you're in or maybe some of our other speakers.
Right. And you decide how much you want to get involved. You can decide, you choose how, because it's a world. It is a world within itself. But you get to choose how you want to be part of that. You don't have to get knee deep. You don't have to get neck deep. You could just put in your hand in a little, and just get exactly what you need, whether it's support, motivation, baby steps, inspiration, tips, like you said. There's something for everyone.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wow. Well, listen, we're close to the end of our session already. I can't believe it. Time flies.
I know.
It's been wonderful having you.
Oh, this has been so fun. So fun.
And I love your Instagram. I mean, you're posting stuff all the time. And for all of those folks out there that need some encouragement, I think you should go and follow her on Instagram. Yeah. So how can people follow you? Obviously your Instagram, right?
Yes, on my Instagram, which is Relly_on the loose, LOSE. I share my journey there, before and afters, just tips, just talking, saying hello, checking in on everyone and making sure everyone's having a great day. Yes, come and visit me. DM me if you have any questions and just want to chat. I'm always there. I'm always available.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? You don't have to say, well, I don't have bariatric surgery, so I can't connect with you. That's ridiculous.
It's beyond that.
Yeah. Again, that was just a tool to get you where you're at now. But hey, we're back in the same boat as everyone else.
Yes.
Trust me.
Yes. Every day. Yeah.
You need support. You need to hang out with people
yes.
that have your back.
Yes.
Anyway, she has something special for everyone that attends the summit. It'll be a download. And there's a little glimpse of it behind your shoulder over there. So tell us a little bit about that.
So like I was sharing earlier, tools that I've used, that I continue to use just to get through sometimes just the day. I use the affirmation app, like I had shared. I also make, this is my second year making a vision board. And so what I use on my vision board is just magazines, scissors, tape, glue, old school, like eighth grade supplies.
Oh,
I
that's
love
cool.
I love stickers, but just a few things that I have on there. Just keeping mindfulness, fitness.
Right.
Making sure you stop and breathe.
Right.
Remember the right now. Feel what's in your gut. Find
Yeah.
gratitude to some things. I have a sticker that says "Enjoy today."
Yeah.
You know,
Cool.
just remember to smile. Meet your chill center. So these are things that I use every single day, just to give me that little kick and decide and choose like what type of day I'm gonna have. And that's what's helped
Awesome.
me through this journey.
That's great. So people can download that and
Yep,
see
I
a
have a little
glimpse
pic.
of what
Yep,
yours looks like,
yes. I have a
and
picture of mine. Yeah,
then they can make their own.
yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you once again.
Thank
And
you.
I know that everyone has enjoyed this as much as I have. It's been amazing. We need to stay connected, Ariel. And thank you once again for being with us.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Have a great
You
day.
too.